I got something this week.
Oh, a story?
Yes, but it may kill you to hear.
Oh, no.
So
All
this
right.
week, I had the displeasure of learning about vagina steaming.
What?
You heard me. It's, do you remember that Marilyn
Was this
Monroe-
part of the training?
Perfect intro right there. Hello, listeners, and thank you for tuning into Those Nerds Over There. This is an enthusiast podcast centered around celebrating and discussing nerd culture. We're your hosts. I'm Alan.
And I'm Sal.
Okay, a lot of the things I'm really anticipating is coming out next week, and I feel a little bad talking about that right now instead of the stuff this week. But oh my god, next week we got fucking Agretsuko Season 2. We got Stranger Things Season 3.
Oh, that comes out next week.
Yes, next week
Holy-
is 4th of July.
Oh my goodness. Where has the... What?
Or next week for us. Listeners, I know it's, I think this time you guys are listening.
The 4th of July is tomorrow. Whoa. All right. My mind is blown right now. I totally forgot about the 4th of July.
Yeah, like, we're already halfway done with 2019, Sal.
Dang. All right, then. Another thing this week that, well, I'm not going to really talk about it as my main topic, but the Charlie's Angels trailer.
I saw you post that the other day. I didn't watch it yet because that was, like, way before my time, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I watched it, or the second remake, or the first remake. I don't remember how many Charlie's Angels there were, but it has, the new one has Naomi Scott and, oh wow, what's her name? Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Stewart?
Yeah. So I'm
Whoa.
like, okay, I'm just interested to see how that works out.
Is this her return to the big screen?
Maybe. She has short hair too. It actually looks really nice, but I digress. But yeah, I mean, I watched it as a kid. That's about it. So, moving on.
Moving on. Let's start trying to get into stuff we got excited about this week.
Yes.
And before that, we're going to pull a nerd theme question from the
Nerd
nut jar.
question.
For our first-time listeners, thank you so much for joining. This is a jar we filled with listener-submitted questions. These are just kind of fun discussion questions that in the past we've had things like, what's your favorite anime? To crazy things like, what character from the Pokemon universe you think would become homeless? They're fun questions, and they give us a chance to talk to you guys on Twitter.
Yay.
Yay! If you want to shout out on the show, feel free to submit questions to us on Twitter at ThoseNerdsCast or our email, thosenerdscast@gmail.com. If you do submit a question, feel free to include some kind of social media tag so, we can direct people towards you, you cool person.
Yeah.
But without further ado, let's go. I left the lid on this time.
Thank God. I re-listened to last week's episode and just was cracking up in the middle of work because of the lid popping up. And my coworker just looks at me like, what the heck is wrong with you?
Okay, old question, but still
Ooh.
a goodie. This one comes from our good friend Suspiria. Hi, Sus. You can find him on Twitch at twitch.tv/Suspiria, the letter N, and friends, and Suspiria is spelled Suspiria. Or you can find him on social media at susnfriends, again, just the letter N. He streams, he's a friend stream?
Stream? What is that?
He is stream? He normally streams playing video games with his friends. Sal's with him a lot.
Yes, I stream with him. He's a variety streamer.
There we go.
Just a flow of water. We usually play games that our audience wants us to play, so...
Oh my goodness. Last Thursday when you guys put up the Discord message and you guys are streaming and you guys are like literally killing people, I'm like, well, this doesn't look great as a standalone message.
Hey, I don't come up with the messages, okay?
They were playing Hitman.
We played Hitman, but I did not like Hitman, so we moved on to a different game.
Did you like Bloodborne?
I did, however, we were stuck on the first level the whole night.
Oh my god.
Because we suck at video games. So join us Thursday nights.
6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to watch them suck at video games.
Hey. All right.
But Sus asks, is there anything you're still embarrassed about being a nerd for? So gonna make us real vulnerable here.
Am I still embarrassed? I want to say no. I
also want to say no because I was able to tell that tramp stamp story and be like, whatever.
Yeah, but the thing is, so when we're in company, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm shameless. I don't give a crap. However, if I'm in a room full of no other nerds, then I'm a bit more embarrassed and will probably not bring up nerd culture.
Oh.
Yeah, normally I don't care, and if I know the person enough, then I won't care. But if it's like strangers at like, I don't know, a football watching party or something. Bad stereotyping, but like I won't bring that kind of stuff up or anything. Or like around my family, I won't bring it up. So I guess in a sense I'm embarrassed.
By anything, like, is there...
It's more of the like deep stuff. Like I'll say something about like comic books or something, but I won't say anything about waifus.
I'm not afraid to talk about that stuff with non-nerds because I like to indoctrinate people into the stuff I like.
Excellent. Please join our cult.
But I get this thing where like I'm just sitting around randomly.
Uh-huh.
And some of the shit I do as a kid just reappears in my mind. And then I suddenly feel so embarrassed about it, even though I'm by myself. And that stuff I don't speak aloud. I will never speak aloud. Because I feel like dying when those memories appear. Like, I can say this on the podcast because of our anonymity.
Yay.
Oh my god, there was this moment in like 3rd grade where me and my friends were just essentially LARPing on the jungle gym. Mm-hmm. And we were just shouting out things from Shaolin Showdown. Yes.
Oh man, I did that too.
Right? Because that's what they did in the show. But then some 5th graders just stared at us. And in that moment, as a 3rd grader, I had so much shame. And occasionally this memory still pops up for me. And now that I'm 23.
People are the worst. Kids are the worst.
There's, I guess, nerd things that I'm embarrassed would be just like stuff I did as a child.
Yeah. I remember when I recommended the anime Love, Chinibio, and Other Delusions.
Oh no!
You said you couldn't watch it because it was bringing up memories.
Oh my god, no! I'm hurt. Oh god. Yeah.
That's hilarious. It's so good though.
I mean, it's a fun anime, but they built an anime around the premise of cringe.
That's the best part. Also, so if I'm out in public and everyone's wearing just normal clothing and I'm like decked out in just nerd stuff, I feel so out of place.
Dang, even clothing.
I don't know. It's just weird because I don't like having attention toward me. And so if I'm different, then people are gonna notice. And so I think that's where that comes in, but I guess that's my own insecurities.
Oh, well, I mean, if it helps make you feel less alone, I like that too. Like, as flamboyant as I am around my friends, when I'm in public, I'm like, I basically don't want people. I say, don't fucking look at me, don't touch me.
Yes, you do say that a lot.
Yeah. So I get it, Sal. It's we want to keep off the radars.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's like exactly the same thing about being embarrassed, but I mean, so as far as like talking to you or friends or people I do know, I don't give a crap. I'll talk about anything.
And I keep all my embarrassment on the inside.
Yay!
Oh, goodness.
Bottling up emotions.
Fucking. All right, listeners. Is there anything y'all are still embarrassed about?
Yeah, I would like to know.
I mean, you know, it's like
Okay, so those shirts that everyone wears to expos with the anime girls, the hentai shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if people are actually embarrassed about those. Because I commend people that wear those, but I'm like, oh god, like I would never do that.
It's like on an article of clothing, it seems a bit.
Yeah.
I want to say a bit much, but maybe that's just my own insecurities and modesties. I'm projecting
Exactly. Dang it, Cortana, I didn't call you.
Cortana, what are you embarrassed about? I was gonna say, like, a lot of the things I used to be embarrassed about, though, I just kind of, like, laugh off as funny stories. So I hope that listeners, like, if you do have these, you know, feel free to put those if you don't want to be too emotionally vulnerable on the internet.
Yeah, definitely, like, things I used to be embarrassed about, I don't care about anymore as much, so.
Your lewd shirt example just reminded me of something embarrassing that I wouldn't mind sharing.
Okay, please.
So about 3 summers ago, I went to Japan with my family, and we went to...
jealous.
That's right, envy me, people. I was in Japan with my family, and we went to the district with all the anime stuff, and I want to say it's Akihabara, and we had gone into one of the stores, you know, that just sells, like, anime memorabilia, figurines and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it was a mistake to go there with my mother.
Oh no!
We round the corner in one of the aisles in the store. There is this body pillow with this anime lolly who is just covered in semen.
Oh god.
My mother turns the corner and she sees it and she like actually jumps a bit and she's like, oh! And in that moment, I was fully ready to accept death into my life. Oh my god, the shocked expression on her face, and then her just kind of like getting red, a little embarrassed, and then just like trying to joke about it and like say I should buy it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, mother.
That's so weird.
It was very...
Oh my god, that's so amazing. I love it.
So in that moment, I was horribly embarrassed. Right now, not so much. It's a funny story that I got Sal to laugh with.
Wow, I'm surprised that they just have that on display.
Well, the store itself is kind of like in there, you know?
Oh, okay.
So it's not like
gotcha.
you're just walking down the street and say, oh.
Right. I mean, I don't think you would see that here, though.
No, never.
So, all right then. That's...
All right. At those nerds cast, people.
Yes. Tell us what you're embarrassed about.
Before we move on to talking about what got us excited this week, we want to take a moment to thank our patrons. Eloy and Johnny, hello. And thank you so much for supporting this show. It gives us this corner of the internet to talk about these silly, embarrassing stories and enjoy the things we love. So thank you so much.
Yay. Thank you.
Sal,
Yes.
what did you get excited about this week?
Ooh, all right. So we're jumping back into the world of comics. So this week I got excited about a graphic novel that came out.
Ooh.
But first, I just remembered something else embarrassing.
Oh no, go for it. And I remembered something that we need to share.
It's super quick. This is not me getting embarrassed, but people I'm around get embarrassed when I'm at some kind of Japanese place. So, like curry.
Oh, I know what this is.
What? What is it?
I'm gonna preemptively call you a weeb.
Oh, okay. Yes. So whenever I'm in some kind of Japanese establishment and I start, American accenting a bunch of Japanese, people around me are like, shut up.
Oh no.
They're like, but I don't care. So sumimasen for having a good time.
Wow, shame on those people.
Shame on them.
God, I want some Japanese food now. All right, but sorry, the tidbit I just remembered on comics was the No Ones came out like a few days ago.
Oh, nice.
And I tried to go get a copy, but it turns out getting physical copies from like indie comic book publishers is really hard.
Yeah, you don't.
All right, so I'll be on the lookout for that. Anyone in the Las Vegas area have a copy I could read? That would be perfect.
Yes.
Sorry, but your graphic novel, Sal.
So it's called Teen Titans Raven.
Ooh, your favorite.
I know, I love Raven. Which I totally forgot that when Teen Titans came on, I liked Raven until oh man, now I don't even remember the character's name. I liked Raven until Terra came on.
Oh no!
Because I loved the heck out of Terra. And then that ended tragically, so
yeah, Terra is horribly short-lived.
Yeah. So, Raven again. But I totally forgot about that because of this, I was looking back at Teen Titans and, Young Justice is about to come back on too.
Oh my god, July 2nd also.
Yes, July's a good month. But yeah, so I was like, oh yeah, I love Terra. But I'm still gonna say I love Raven. So this graphic novel is written by Cami Garcia, who was the co-writer of Beautiful Creatures. That's a novel that I don't know if you know of, but it's very YA.
No, I don't. I just recently dipped my toe into YA. I haven't dived into the pool quite yet.
I mean, that's fair. It also wasn't... Well, I didn't read the books. I only saw the movie. The movie wasn't great.
Oh, no.
But, so the artist is Gabriel Piccolo, or I don't know if that's how you pronounce his last name, but he is the artist that did the Red X thing that I wanted to cosplay.
Oh, he did that. Oh my god, that was really cool.
Yeah, he drew this version of Red X, and I was like, man, I want to cosplay. But yeah, he's the artist of this comic, and he started out as a just fan artist for Teen Titans, and he has this whole series of pictures of the Teen Titans, and they all look fantastic. So when I heard that he was gonna actually be a part of a DC comic, I was like, heck yeah. So I went and I got it, and so all the art's done by him.
Well, how many issues are in this graphic novel? Or is this just...
It's just the graphic novel, so like they didn't even do issues, they just went straight for the whole thing.
Oh my god, then how many pages is this thing?
It's pretty thick. Let me...
That word is ruined for me.
It's pretty thick. 167.
Oh my goodness. And sorry, can you repeat the artist name?
Gabriel Piccolo.
Oh my goodness. Bravo to him.
Yeah, he turned his fan art into real canon stuff. Kudos to him. He also he has his own characters called... Oh man, I totally forgot. I think it's like Icarus and the Sun.
That story doesn't end well.
No, it does not. It's about these two characters that one's like made of the sun and the other one is kind of made out of like candle, it looks like, from the art. And so, but they're in love, and that doesn't work out very well. But he put that on Kickstarter, and it was like one of the most successful Kickstarters.
Oh, I thought you meant these were characters in the Teen Titans.
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that would have been super tragic. But so this comic, Teen Titans Raven, it actually comes from a DC imprint. You remember how I talked about like DC's Young Animal and Wonder Comics?
Yeah.
Yeah, DC loves their imprints. So... This one is called DC Inc., which is a line of comics marketed towards young adults. And it's similar to Wonder Comics, But the difference is, so these graphic novels are like written and drawn for young adult readers, whereas Wonder Comics focuses on young adult characters in the stories. It's a bit confusing.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, I imagine if you write young adult characters, that kind of might automatically make it young. I don't know.
The thing is, like, so Wonder Comics focuses on like people like the Teen Titans and Young Justice, the Wonder Twins, whereas DC Inc., this one is from Teen Titans, but they also write things on like Wonder Woman and Batman and stuff. Like, they're not specifically writing the characters of young adults, whereas Wonder Comics is. And Wonder Comics is, they're able to go more dark, I guess, because they're not specifically writing for young adults, I guess. They're kind of the same, but there is a distinction, which I wanted to, make clear so people don't get them confused.
No, you're good. I think I understand, and I was nodding at the mic just now for some reason.
You're like, yes, I understand, but I can't see you. So, but so the synopsis of this story is when a tragic accident takes the life of 17-year-old Rachel Roth's foster mom, who is Raven, is Rachel Roth. She moves to New Orleans to live with a new foster parent and goes there to finish her senior year of high school. And so in this accident, she also lost her memories. And so it's about her. It's essentially an origin story without being an origin story, because she forgot who she was. And she's gone to this new place with a new family, and she's discovering her powers again. And of course, the bad guy is Trigun, because she finds her crystal. She's like, oh, this is a nice thing. And then, yeah, that doesn't end well.
Are the other Teen Titans involved?
No. So this is very standalone, just Raven and her story. But it's pretty interesting. What I don't like about stories that focus on Raven or characters like Raven is because it's hard to make stories about people that are like telekinetic and have these weirder powers, because they can't just go and punch things and have these interesting action scenes, since everything happens in the mind. But because they have the whole plot device of her losing her memories, it actually works, because she'll like go into school and suddenly she can like feel all the emotions of the classmates around her, and she can't handle it. And so she like puts on these like noise canceling headphones to drown that out. And she's like discovering like what that like Raven shadow that follows her, or that she uses for her powers.
Yeah.
She's like trying to figure out what the heck that is, and like the stone. And so it's kind of giving you like step by step what she's capable of and who she is. So that's like really nice, because for people that jump into especially Teen Titans, you have no idea what exactly her powers are.
I would say the Teen Titans show just kind of say it's magic.
Yeah, and this happens a lot with characters like her. Going back to like Marvel, this happens with Jean Grey and Scarlet Witch. You don't...
Movie Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, you're just like, it's magic, I think. So it's really nice to have, this kind of displayed out for you a bit, so you can understand what this person can do. That's really nice. And the art is really great. I love this dude's art so much. But he did do this thing, and I think it's because he's the only artist. Normally in comic books, you have like the penciler, the inker, the colorer. Shout out to Sir.
Hey, thanks for writing Adventure Time. Or coloring, sorry.
Yeah, so normally you have all that. He did the whole thing himself. And so I think he took a bit of shortcuts. And what I mean by that is the whole comic book is in these muted colors. Kind of like... So it's kind of in black and white, but it's not black and white. It's very muted, like blues and purples and grays, which makes sense for Raven's character, because that's kind of her color scheme. But I don't know. I just find it interesting that I don't know if that was a stylistic choice or if he was trying to save time, but there is color in the graphic novel. It only comes up when like interesting things are happening. So like if zoom in on Raven and she's using her powers, then like her face gets flushed with color and these bright purples and blues come out of her powers and stuff. So I don't know. It does well to emphasize what's happening, but I don't know if he purposely like used all these muted colors. But regardless, like all the art is fantastic. And if you have not seen his art, definitely go check him out. He's such a good artist.
Like we'll definitely post that picture of the red X in our Discord because like I do think you should try and make that cosplay, Sal.
Yeah. So and we got time for the next convention we go to.
This is true. I was gonna say based on the description, it does sound like a stylistic choice.
Yeah, it might be. But I was just expecting color because all his work previously is very colorful. I believe this is the first comic to come out of DC Inc. And so far it's pretty great. And at the end of the book, it actually teases that one of the next comics that's coming out is going to be Teen Titans Beast Boy.
Oh.
So
are they going to be doing one for each of the Teen Titans then?
I don't know, but I hope so because I love the Teen Titans. And I really do want to see his work on Beast Boy because Beast Boy is his favorite character who he draws very often. And one of the things about his art, if you don't know who he is he very much likes to draw these characters in the modern age. Like I put quotation marks around that because I wouldn't necessarily say regular Teen Titans isn't like that, but he puts them in like everyday clothing. Like he loves drawing Beast Boy with like these fresh Nikes on.
Casual.
Yeah, very casual. So oh man, like his wardrobe for Raven is so good. And she wears this one shirt that says black is my favorite color. And it looks so good. Yeah, his art style's just fantastic, and I followed this guy for so long, back in the DeviantArt days, so...
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's before the Tumblr purge.
It is. But yeah, definitely go check out Teen Titans Raven. I don't really have anything else to say about it, other than it's super awesome, and very good entry level for anyone that wants to get into the Teen Titans or comics in general. Because it's a graphic novel, so it's a full story that you don't have to wait on issues for. And it's great for young adults if you want to get a kid into comics. So
to the point about entry level, like I was part of that group that for a while didn't get into comics because the idea of, it's so far along, where do I start? And it all seems so daunting, right?
Yeah.
I actually did start with a graphic novel.
Hey.
Yeah, so I guess I'm trying to reassure listeners as if they need reassurance about reading comics.
Go read comics, they're great. But anyway, so Alan.
Hello.
What did you get excited about this week?
So this week, I got excited about vagina steaming.
Don't do this to him.
No. So this week, I got excited about, I'm going to call them two little small things just because I don't have too much to say on them. But the first one was Pokemon related, where over social media, over these last 2 weeks, the internet got hit by Pokemon fever.
Yes.
We had the Pokemon Fusion meme just sweep the entire internet.
Again. By the way.
Again. This is the first time I'm experiencing it. And
okay.
I loved it. So many just amazing drawings of these abominations. Like our friend James Buscema drew his Maronine, and it looks fucking sick as hell.
Oh yeah, it was. It's a spicy meatball.
Check him out on social media at James Buscema, Bousema. I still have no idea if I'm pronouncing your last name right, James. But it was funny to just laugh at these like twisted, Pokemon aberrations. But my favorite part, that at the heart of this whole thing, was that people they really loved their government assigned Pokemon, no matter what kind of like horrible freaking nature the machine pumped out.
Except me.
Except you, apparently. You have no love in your heart.
So Sus actually sent that to me. The whole meme was like, log on and whatever it is, that's your Pokemon. And I was like, okay. And so I guess you didn't see it because
No, I didn't.
I logged on and my fusion was Venomoth and Muck.
Oh no.
And I just posted back to him with the caption, "Kill me, please."
It's your government assigned Pokemon. You gotta...
No, I don't want it.
Well, Sal being the exception. It seemed like the internet, everyone just loved their derpy Pokemon, and I just found that very sweet.
Yeah, people got good Pokemon. I envy you.
But in other Pokemon news, the trailer for Pokemon Masters was dropped, and holy hell, does it look good.
Yeah.
It looks like a Final Fantasy style game now, right? Where you collect party members. And, the party members are all the people from previous games. But it looks like a Final Fantasy game because, each character only has, one signature Pokemon that they bring into battle. And it doesn't seem like you can catch Pokemon. So it's basically just swapping out party members.
Yeah. Is it a gacha game, though?
I have no idea.
Because it gave me those vibes, like in Fire Emblem Heroes or something. I think you're going to be just trying to get trainers with the right Pokemon. That was my guess, but I don't know. It could be way different.
If it is a gacha game, I wouldn't be completely opposed.
No, I mean, I love Heroes, so...
But I mean, that gives the opportunity to add even more characters from the Pokemon universe, because they don't have every character, but my god, do they have a lot of the gym leaders, Elite Four, villains, fucking Pokemon protagonists, rivals. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, I was incredibly floored by the amount of characters that they showed that I haven't even seen in a while. I was like, oh man, that's so cool.
You might enjoy Sabrina is going to be in the game.
Yes.
It really does feel more like a Final Fantasy game now, because the battle system is now real time. So it isn't just turn based. You're waiting for, in Final Fantasy terms, your ATB gauge to fill up before you attack.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know why I'm stuttering so much. I'm into it. I was thinking man, we don't have enough. We're not getting a lot of Pokemon spin-offs anymore.
Yeah, I'm super into it. Changing up the Pokemon formula is always very refreshing, and it's not straying away too far. So yeah, I mean, give me, please.
And then you brought up Fire Emblem Heroes, and one of the things I had thought that reminded me of Heroes, or something I want them to do like they did in Heroes, just when you get party members out of these people that, for us, we grew up with a lot of these characters, more or less. We get to interact with them and help, and we get scenes of character development or character fan service that Heroes does. Fire Emblem characters.
Fan service? The good kind or the bad kind?
The not lewd kind, just the
Well, dang it.
the kind that kind of plays into their caricatures.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I think the most surprising part was literally about a month ago was when this game was announced. The June 28th, this trailer dropped, and then it just says this game is going to be out within the next 3 months.
Yeah, that's super crazy. And it looks, the amount of time that seems to be already put into this game, they've been working on this game for a while, and we didn't even know about it.
Right?
And they're just hitting us with yeah, we're almost done.
We were told all of those apps that they were about to release, we had to wait until 2020. Apparently not. When's Pokemon Sleep coming out?
Pokemon Sleep, the companion game to Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah, that was the Pokemon news that really just made me smile and get excited.
Definitely.
Something unexpected, the other thing I got excited about was Overwatch related.
Yeah, this one I have no idea.
in the dark about. I did not tell Sal. So this comes from a Polygon article because I browse Polygon because they're amazing. And this comes from the article, Upcoming Official Cookbook Imagines Overwatch Heroes' Favorite Meals, written by Emily Heller.
I'm sorry, what?
Upcoming Official Cookbook Imagines Overwatch Heroes' Favorite Meals.
Is this canon?
Yep, we are getting an official Overwatch-themed cookbook in our reality.
That's, you know what? I'm all for this. Alan, cook me some food. I can't cook.
All right, so let me get into this as I steal all of Miss Heller's words.
Yes.
Blizzard, I assume, is teamed up with Miss Chelsea Monroe Cassell, food writer who has previously written cookbooks themed around World of Warcraft, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, you know, all these indie titles.
Nice. Indie titles.
And she'll be creating an Overwatch-themed cookbook now with over 90 recipes.
Holy crap. That's more than the character roster.
I used to think these like themed cookbooks were just like gimmicky, you know, they're just like fun collectible memorabilia to have. Then for one of my birthdays, I can't remember which one, my friend Madison bought me the Bob's Burgers cookbook. And then it's, you know, it was the same kind of thoughts going through my mind, like, you know, I'll have this on my shelf. But then we started cooking out of it. And I mean, the recipes were delicious. And it became this realization of like getting to have this thing from this show I love so much. Getting something tangible that I can have in the real world, and then getting to eat that thing from the show and getting to enjoy this show in a new way.
Yeah.
And then just being proud of myself because I made something, you know, humble brag.
You know.
But that was kind of what dawned on me, like, these themed cookbooks can do. It's just it really helps get you a new way to enjoy this thing you love. So then I got excited about this because holy hell, over 90 recipes?
Has it shown any of the recipes yet? Like a tease?
Yes, and I wanted to go over a few.
Yes!
So, 5 recipes have been teased.
Hold on. Is it certain characters? I want to guess what their thing is.
Oh, well, okay. The titles kind of give it away, but
dang it.
Let's see if you can guess the Orisa Sundae.
The Orisa Sundae?
The Orisa Sundae.
What the heck? All I know is I want it.
Featuring chocolate ice cream, bananas, kiwi fruit, a wafer cookie, dark chocolate squares, and caramel sauce.
Kiwi?
Right? I thought that too. Interesting, kiwi. But then you realize, well, first off, let me send you the picture because they arranged it to look like Orisa.
Well, I assumed they picked kiwi because it's green.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, you know, they did it for the color. Because you look at the color scheme of this sundae, and it's just like, oh, it's African/Numbani colors.
Oh my god, that looks adorable.
Right, they've shaped the sundae. The bananas... Why do I say that? Bananas... are Orisa's, like, hair horns.
You're British, obviously. Anyway.
And the chocolate is used to make her eye slits.
Yes.
It's adorable.
Oh, man. This is something I can make.
Yeah. So let me introduce you to the Valkyrie's Flight. I'm sure you can guess who this one is.
Yes, that's definitely Mercy.
Yes, this is chamomile tea with honey and elderflowers and some apparently alcohol.
Ooh!
The healing power of alcoholic tea.
That seems counterproductive.
Oh, mercy.
Oh, mercy. It's Battle Mercy, actually.
All right, this one may be a little harder for you to guess. The Biscochitos.
Cheetos, like as in chips?
No. I honestly don't know what this was supposed to be.
And
I'm odds are I'm butchering it.
I'm just gonna guess something random like Doomfist.
No, this is McCree.
What?
These are sugar cookies, but also with star anise inside. So star anise sugar cookies. Oh, and some cinnamon.
Ooh. All right.
This one I'm definitely gonna butcher. Sal, how about the Tilko Ladu sesame sweets?
Zenyatta.
Oh shit, yeah, you got it.
Ah,
These are balls, sesame sweet balls that I assume are basically the projectiles he launches.
oh my god. That's
So I'm
great.
unsure if you're supposed to eat these or chuck them at people.
I mean, probably both.
And then the final preview recipe we got was the quote-unquote radioactive lemon lime soda float.
Radioactive. Is this like Hamtaro?
What? Oh, no.
Or hamster Hammond?
No, this is Roadhog.
Oh, yes. See, because my skin for Hammond is the radioactive one. And it threw
maybe
me
that's
off.
how they get more recipes. The skins. Some of the skins.
Oh, that makes sense too.
No, this is a lemon lime sorbet float.
That sounds like too much.
Really? I like sorbet.
It's a lot of sugar.
Well,
Well, that's actually funny coming from me.
notoriously you have a sweet tooth.
Yes, but I don't know.
But yeah, so the 5 preview recipe we got,
Wait, did that one have alcohol in it?
so it has bitters in it, and I don't know if bitters are alcoholic. And I don't think they are, because I think they're just there for taste.
I feel like that one would be
More
better
so than
alcoholic.
More so than Mercy's tea.
Yes, like radioactive, that makes so much more sense than healing tea.
But it seems like even though that these 5 recipes were all kind of like sweet desserts, the Miss Heller writes in the article that we are guaranteed that there are lots of savory recipes as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. You don't want to show your hand.
And we can expect the release of the cookbook on October 1st.
Ooh, that's right in time for Halloween themed treats.
Oh, the Overwatch Halloween event was like, because the first one was the Olympic one, but I feel like the Halloween one was like the big one. The first big one. Maybe because I don't like the Olympics as much.
Yeah, I mean, the Olympics was okay, but it had that weird Lucio ball thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if people really like that much, but Junkenstein's Revenge was super fun.
That made me have to learn people, because like those 4 people that they restricted you with the first time, that made me have to learn how to use Ana.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Alright, that's what I got excited about. Pokemon and a cookbook.
And comics. You know, I think we're doing a good job diversifying.
Yeah, I guess first-time listeners, we play it fast and loose here on Those Nerds Over There. I understand a lot of the stuff we talk about might, be considered pop culture, but...
Like, watch out.
Yes, please forgive me.
Yeah, we like to shake things up, and, we're not always just excited about anime and movies.
That was what we got excited about this week. Thank you so much for joining and enthusing with us. If you like what you heard, consider sharing it with a buddy so you guys can nerd out together. If you'd like to help out the show, a review on our iTunes and Stitcher pages, they go a long way towards podcast visibility. If you have any recommendations for the show, feel free to put them in the comments of our SoundCloud page. If you want to see pictures from, our recent convention coverage or just pictures of our faces, you can check out our Instagram. If you like what we do here on Those Notes Over There and want to help produce the show, then maybe consider becoming a patron. It's thanks to the support of our patrons, Eloy and Johnny, that we get to make this show. And if you want a place to hang out with us, then feel free to join our Discord. We have dedicated channels for topic discussion, show improvements, nut jar offerings. Links to all of these pages can be found on our website, thosenerdscast.wixsite, that's wixsite.com/home. Sal?
Yes?
Do you have anything to plug?
So if you want to find me on social media, I'm at Salzik on Twitter, at Mr. Salzik on Instagram, Salzik also on Twitch, Suspiria and Friends on Twitch as well, which we plugged before, and then my blog, gotamoment.com.
And you can find me on Twitter at ArielEyes_. I don't post too much, but it's a pretty good way to get in contact with the show, or you can just always message us at Those Nerdscast on Twitter. Thank you again so much for joining us, and we'll see you again next Wednesday.
Goodbye!